YouTube, man. What's going on with y'all boys? You know what I'm saying? We got another one of these deadliest ape attacks. You know what I'm saying? These videos kind of interesting to see, you feel me? So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. No more talking, man. Ooh, that's a dangerous mother sucker right there, boy. Oh, my gosh. Hey, boy, I would have peed. Boy, I would have peed. Boy, I promise you if a orangutan grabbed my leg like that.
99% of the same DNA, so it's really no surprise that we have so many similarities. But their unpredictable behavior, incredible strength, and need for social hierarchy means you should never keep them.
My dog, Caesar.
Chimpanzees are known to be very playful and affectionate as babies, just like puppies are.
Yeah, of course.
However, once they reach a mature age, around 5 years old, things can change quickly.
They start realizing the power they got.
Captive chimps have turned on their owners, sometimes leading to life-altering attacks, including facial damage, loss of limbs, and in some cases, even loss of sight.
Wow.
Down for 911.
Send the police!
What's the problem?
The chimp killed my friends! Their face
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
As chilling as that call is, Charla Nash, who was attacked by a pet chimpanzee named Travis, somehow managed to survive. Today we'll look at some of the most unsettling ape attacks and teach you how to survive them. We'll also find out what caused Travis
to them apes mess you up. Well, you see, what?
Why should you never make eye contact with the gorilla? And what should you do if you're attacked by a gang?
That's why. You see it as a challenge, as a threat.
Before we swing into this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more unbelievable survival stories. Sandra Harold of Connecticut bought Travis the chimp for $50,000 when he was
50 bands? You got money like that? You need to throw some my way.
Treated him like a newborn. She fed him formula from a bottle, laid him down for naps, brushed his teeth, and even dressed him up. Eventually, Travis learned to be independent like a young child. He would open cabinets to get a snack and even unlock doors.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Like humans, chimps have great memories and can reason between good
I can't have
and bad
nothing
decisions.
stronger than me in my house, I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes, natural instinct wins over logic. Physically, they're very different from us. Standing upright, a chimp can tower up to 1.7 meters and weigh 70 kilograms. When they're fully mature,
70 kilograms, what is that, about 150, 160 pounds?
They can also stand up for themselves when bullied, like Travis did when he was 8 years old. One evening while out for a drive, a pedestrian threw a soda can into the back of the family car where Travis was sitting. In response, he unbuckled himself and jumped out in an angry rage to chase the culprit. This was the first of 2 outbursts. The second one
jumped out of the car.
Much more severe for everyone involved. In February of 2009, Travis was acting more agitated than usual, possibly due to the effects of Lyme disease, which he was being treated for at the time. Sandra decided to give him Xanax to calm him down, but that wasn't enough.
Quite often.
As a fully grown ape weighing over 100 kilograms, which is more than the average chimp weight because he was living in captivity, Travis was now very powerful and hard to control. Sandra called her friend Charla Nash to help soothe Travis's nerves. However, once Charla arrived, things took a dark turn.
He attacked Charla.
At this point, Travis was on Sandra's front lawn, running between her cars. That is, until he laid eyes on Charla. It's unclear why, but Travis charged toward her, slamming her against her car before throwing her to the ground.
Great, dang, you little violent little suckers,
in a fit of rage. Sandra grabbed a shovel and started fighting back, but this didn't stop him. As he continued
shovel, but you should have had one of them 4-5.
Sandra ran inside her house and grabbed a butcher knife. Shaken with fear, she stabbed Travis multiple times. That got his attention. Sandra jumped into her car and called 911.
Shoot him, please! I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now too. So he's gonna
go ahead and shoot him. Go ahead, just give him to him. Go ahead.
Once police arrived, Travis ran to the cruiser and opened the door. As the officer attempted to reach for his gun, Travis was staring at him, flashing his teeth.
The chimpanzee's mouth and upper area of his body was coated with blood, and the officer was left with no alternative but to pull his sidearm, and he shot the chimpanzee numerous times rapidly at a very, very close distance.
Did he die?
Charla was found lifeless on the front lawn, sadly disfigured from the attack.
Wow.
Over the next few days, Sharla had more than 7 hours of surgery on her face and hands alone. It took a team of 4
It's low-key amazing how God put so much intelligence in humans to be able to,
of what they saw.
like, skin graft and all that stuff. Like, that's intelligent, bro.
Getting an infection from Travis after the attack. Chimps are incredibly strong, thanks to their fast-twitch muscle fibers, which humans lack. That is what helps them to climb trees quickly.
Oh, okay, I never knew that.
They've got very sharp and powerful bites.
I never knew that.
Always keep your distance from them. If a chimp attacks you, your best bet is to stab it or shoot it. If neither of those options are available, do your best to prevent the chimp from biting you.
Man.
Shove your shirt or clothing in its mouth.
If you want a real way, bro, I'll teach you the method,
whatever
bro.
it takes.
If that chimp is a male chimp,
my advice is very different if you're being attacked by
he keep on, you know what I'm saying, biting and everything.
But we'll touch on that in a bit.
Go ahead and grab him.
You know me.
Yep, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and grab him.
Get a picture.
And I'm talking about squeeze.
You're aware.
You leave you alone. I bet he'll leave you alone.
Despite life-altering injuries, Sharla was able to survive her attack.
Wow.
A few years after the
face so
attack,
messed up, bro. I feel
Sharla would
bad,
have
bro.
more surgeries to replace both of her hands and to get a face transplant. Although her body rejected the new hands, the face transplant was a success.
Y'all see, I'm grinding right now. You know what I'm saying?
Still,
Uploading
Sharla
to your other
doesn't see the
videos. You know
setback
what I'm
as a
saying?
negative. She maintains a positive outlook on her situation, given all that she's been through.
Wow, made a positive outlook,
Come a
man.
long way. I never thought I'd do like this. Now I'm ready. I want to.
She must be a
ride
Christian, bro.
horses again.
Because a lot of
Since
people,
the
bro,
attack, Sharla is
they'll
doing her
sit
best
there
to
and, you
live
know what
her
I'm saying,
life
be down and all that. And,
and
you know what I'm
advocates
saying?
for laws
Because that is a sad
restricting
event, but
people
she's
from
still
keeping
seeing the
primates
bright
as
side,
pets.
and that's good.
A chimp attack can happen to anyone, anywhere.
That's facts.
Although they're already illegal in most states, their rapid growth and unpredictability should also deter.
Bro, it's not even
anyone
like they're
from
just
trying to
that
keep
big.
one
Like,
as a
they
pet.
just strong.
Our next victim was simply trying
here
to
go the next
learn
one.
more about them before he experienced the greatest nightmare of his life.
It was horrific. It was by far the worst animal attack I've ever seen. You just shouldn't be here anymore after all of that.
Andrew Oberly was always interested in chimps and decided to dedicate his life to learning more about them.
Okay.
Writing his master's thesis on chimpanzee tool use, he made his way to South Africa to volunteer and conduct research at the Jane Goodall Institute. Also known as Chimp Eden, the institute is the first and only chimp sanctuary in South Africa. Even though Andrew felt he had built a connection with the chimps, it was clear they didn't feel the same way.
Bro, that's so slimy, bro.
Chimps tend to move in groups.
They be, bro, like,
sometimes
humans be
attacking
feeling like,
neighboring chimps
yeah, I done
to
bet
take
this
over
bond with the
land,
chimp. Next thing you know, the chimp get out, he beating the brakes
possibly
off
even
him, bro.
mates. They're very territorial and will attack other animals, including humans, if they get too close to their home.
Wow, I wouldn't know what to do if I
Andrew
seen
entered into a
a
restricted
dang
area,
chimp running at me and I
crossing
had
one
no
of the
weapon
two
on me.
fences separating the animals from the public.
2 adult male chimpanzees apparently became angry, grabbing Oberly and dragging him halfway under the barrier as he fought desperately to stop them. The animals pushed Oberly away from the fence, using the opening to escape.
But the attack didn't stop there.
So they dragged him under
After
the
the
thing.
escape, the chimps dragged Andrew 30 meters to a public area and continued the attack.
What in the
The
world?
chimps were biting and pulling him apart. Andrew was only saved by a staff member who shot one of the chimps, causing both of them to retreat to their enclosure.
Boy, I be crying.
Andrew was rushed to the hospital where he endured 6 hours of surgery.
That is, I know that's
Sadly,
excruciating
he was
pain.
disfigured from head to toe. It's a miracle he survived. Andrew was put into
Wow.
a medically induced coma and underwent 26 surgeries over 2 weeks.
Man.
I remember waking up in the hospital in South Africa, kind of looking up and opening my eyes, and
Dang, he
my
actually-
mom and my dad just kind of
Dang,
over the bed.
he actually don't look bad for
Doctors had
for a
to
chimp
build
attack,
Andrew
bro.
a new nose.
Some people be
They
messed
also had
up,
to make
but
prosthetics
he
for
actually, his
hands
face
and
actually not
legs, which were
messed
too
up.
damaged to repair. After a long process of rehabilitation,
Well, at least it don't
Andrew
look
fully
that messed
recovered
up.
and has since been thriving.
Another ad.
Instant
Here we
relief
go.
for snorers in 2025.
Hey, stop using stupid nose things for
There we go, y'all.
In
boys.
2015, he helped create the Oberly Institute at St. Louis University, a trauma care program
that boy
that
making
helps
big moves.
victims heal from traumatic experiences. He also
that's a
completed
good
his
thing.
master's and got another degree in health administration. And he didn't stop there. Andrew found love, got married,
Found
and had
love,
2
boy. That's what I'm
daughters.
talking about.
In 2021, he
That boy ain't
completed
letting
his
nothing
first
stop him.
marathon in over a decade. It's safe to say he won't be slowing down anytime soon. If you ever find yourself in an attack,
Bro, I wouldn't know what to do if I seen
you
a
may
chimp
want to
running
say
at me
your
like that, boy.
prayers.
And I ain't had no
Surviving an
weapon.
attack from a single chimp is difficult enough to do. If a gang of them are attacking you, your odds of survival are slim to none.
Yeah, that's bad. A whole gang of chimps, them young apes, a whole game of young apes,
they'll have no
and
problem
young
defending
chimps
themselves if they
attacking
feel
this man.
threatened. Good luck. Now, chimps are super dangerous, but imagine what it's like to be attacked by a gorilla.
Ooh. Look at a coot. Look at a
Silverback
coot.
gorillas are the largest of the apes, on average weighing 195
Don't mind my chair squeaking, y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a new one. Y'all start running these views up.
And like chimps, they are not to be messed with.
Well, y'all hear him beating his chest, boy.
57-year-old Dutch woman Petronella Yvonne de Hoorde learned this all too well.
And them things about
As a
400,
regular
500
visitor
pounds.
to the Rotterdam Zoo, she developed a close bond with a large gorilla named Bokido.
Okay.
Or so she thought. She
Okay.
even had pictures and videos of the gorilla from when he was 4 months old at a zoo in Germany before his transfer to the Netherlands.
So she knew him since he was 4 months old.
The gorilla turned Blijdorp Zoo upside down when he escaped. A woman, seriously injured by Bokido, has been released from intensive care.
Her first mistake was making eye contact with the 180 kilogram
I heard make eye
11-year-old
contact,
gorilla.
make them
That's
seem
a
like a
recipe for
challenge.
disaster, as gorillas, especially males, are all about social hierarchy. If you look one in the eye, you're asking it to fight you. Given their size,
Imagine humans
it's not
being like that,
surprising
bro.
gorillas are strong. They can lift
Like if you
10
looking in the
times
eye,
their
like if you
body
look
weight.
another man in the eye.
Bokido's case,
It's actually the
that'd be
opposite with
about
us. You gotta look a man in the eye like when you
1,800
shaking his hand and stuff.
To top it off, they have razor-sharp canine teeth and a bite force of 1,300 psi. That's more powerful than a polar bear. Speaking of teeth, according to Petronella, she would smile at Bokido and he would smile back. Or would he? Experts say he wasn't smiling.
He was mad.
Showing off his chompers as a threat. On the day of the attack, reports claimed that children were throwing rocks at the gorilla, which may have enraged him. Rather than get his revenge on the kids, he wanted to show Petronella who was in charge. She was standing by the small apes in the Africa section when she heard a thud behind her. When she turned around, there was Bokido. With nowhere to go, he gripped her and sat on her with his full weight.
Oh my gosh.
Fighting her.
Oh my gosh.
It's unclear how Bokido escaped his enclosure since he was surrounded by a 4-meter wide body of water, and gorillas can't
how in the
naturally
world
swim.
did he escape?
Experts think he either jumped over the water or defied the odds by swimming and climbing the wall. While Bokido was dragging Petronella and biting her, other zoogoers tried to shelter themselves in a nearby restaurant. Unfortunately for them, Bokido broke into the diner and injured 3 more people before being tranquilized and returned.
Bro, this one of them young gorillas, bro. Stop messing with these animals, bro. Leave them in the wild, bro.
With severe bite marks, a broken arm, and a broken wrist. So, if it isn't obvious enough, avoid eye contact with gorillas.
Stop, don't smile at them.
If they're flashing their teeth at you, try to show them that you're not a threat. Get as low as possible.
Because he will locate you and he will bite your back off.
If they charge toward you. As Lil Jon would say, get low. This will make you look submissive and non-threatening. Okay, so we know how scary gorillas and chimps can be, but what about orangutans?
Orangutans?
Well, they aren't nearly as dangerous or as powerful.
Yeah, that thing look
innocent. If you're trying to go viral on social media, they can certainly help.
Nah, don't be grabbing me like that, bro. I don't like that, bro.
Fan, a 19-year-old looking to gain online fame.
Okay.
And he got what he wanted.
Ooh.
Just not how he expected.
Oh boy, I know that. Boy,
orangutans aren't
I could
as
just
likely
feel my
to
heart
attack
jumping.
humans, but under the right circumstances, they'll try to grab a hold of you, and that wouldn't be fun. With their long arms and ability to grab things with both their hands and feet, orangutans have incredible grip strength, up to 270 kilograms. They have very sharp teeth, and with a bite force of 575 psi, they eat tree bark and nuts regularly.
What's a human PSI?
Just imagine what they can do to your flesh. Getting back to Hassanal, while visiting a zoo in Indonesia, he decided to hop over a fence and taunt the caged ape. And let me tell you, he regretted that decision pretty quickly.
Yep, got his behind. Look at him, look at him. Don't run now. Don't run now. Give me that leg.
That footage
come
went
here.
viral
Yep.
on Twitter.
Give me the
getting
shirt.
over
Give me the shirt.
7 million
Yep.
views.
Give me the leg.
The story was featured on
I seen this
TMZ
before.
and the New York Post.
Give me the leg.
Hassanal was freed after someone alerted the zoo staff.
Give me the
who were
leg.
eventually able to get the orangutan.
Boy, you know how scared I'd be, boy.
Fortunately for Hassanal,
oh my
not too much
gosh,
damage was done. But as you can imagine, he was kicked out of the zoo and called various names on social media. It doesn't appear that there's been a single orangutan-related human death. Orangutans fear us and try to keep their distance. I don't blame them. They're critically endangered due to our destruction of their habitat. So if you see one in the wild, keep your distance.
Well, I wouldn't know what
They
to
likely
do.
won't approach
I don't want to
you,
see a
but
gorilla in the
if they
wild.
do,
I don't want to see a
don't
chimp
let
or
them get
ape in the
close.
wild. I don't want to
If
see a
one
monkey in
grabs
the
you,
wild.
good
I
luck
don't want to
getting
see
free.
nothing.
You'll need some serious strength to pull that off. Now, if it isn't obvious
look at him
enough,
screaming in the video.
let me clarify. Apes are not meant to be pets.
Literally, leave
They're
them in
very
the
tough
wild.
to care for and are capable of carrying life-threatening diseases like Ebola and monkeypox. If you're ever
Ebola
in
and
ape
monkeypox,
territory,
bro.
Be aware of your surroundings. Listen to your local guide, and most
That gotta be
importantly,
deadly.
don't make eye contact, especially with a gorilla. These rules go for almost any animal you find out in the wild, like those other furry tree climbers, bears, who can be just as territorial and won't hesitate
Bro,
to
how
kill
he
you.
climbed the wall like
Want
that?
to know more? Check out our
What
list
in
of
the
world's
world?
deadliest bears.
Hey,
You'll
that's
be
our
shocked
next. That
to
might be
see
our
how
next video right
aggressive
there. But anyways, y'all boys, Jesus love y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hey, run this video up now. Catch y'all boys later. Hold on, thumbnail. We gotta think of a thumbnail idea, y'all boys. Deadliest ape attacks. Put up the fish. We gone.